Hi everybody. Just cleaning my glasses and then I can see if anyone's in and chatting to me. I'm a wee bit late today. I've just got Poppy in from the garden. I could hear a commotion happening outside in the garden. And I had been out and there was a, "Hi baby, good you're my mod." Now, see if MD comes on and they're being naughty. There's a wee bit next to their name. If you click on that, you can time them out or block them, depending on how bad. But last week, we had a really bad troll, and seeing that my daughters were on Pornhub and all the rest of it, you know, a lot of bad things, and what they do to my videos when they're alone at night and stuff like that. So any of that. Oh, don't block Mando. Oh, good morning, Christina. Oh, that's great. Well, I just rounded up Poppy. I was setting up my computer and everything, and I had let them outside, and they hadn't come in, but I could hear a lot of like frantic running about in the garden. No, I know, Sophie, I know, but that's what they were saying, things like that. But, you know, it's just to get a rise out of me. I just didn't bother with them. So I could hear a lot of running about happening in the garden. And I was like, what's going on? And I went out and there was a black CAT, right? Now, this is the CAT that knows, that comes right up to the window and puts its face right up against the glass like that. And they two are going, wow, like that, and they're scratching the window. Hi, Nakia. I hope I'm saying that right. It's this cat that Christina. This cat's a brave little cat. So anyway, I goes out and it's up on top of the wall. The CAT. Poppy is dancing about like this, dancing and scratching on the wall, and dancing and scratching on the wall. And the wee thing's just sitting and looking at her like, what are you going to do? You know, just like that. So I had my slippers on and I'm going, come here, like that to her. And she's just frantically jumping about. And I didn't want to come in and get my shoes on because I was too lazy. And I didn't really want to walk in the grass because it was still wet and I had my slippers on. But after about 10 minutes, after about 10 minutes, they're going, come on, like that. I'd eventually go out into the grass and pick her up and bring her in, wash all my feet, put my slippers in it. So that's how I'm late this afternoon. But this CAT, I'm just hoping that it doesn't just end up in the garden one day, or if it does, I hope it's fast to get out because they absolutely hate it. My new phone's wonderful, William. In fact, I have scheduled a video for Wednesday. It'll be on Wednesday. And it was on Friday when I was collecting my son from school. I thought I would test it out. I don't know what I've done with it. Don't know what I've left it in my room probably. I was listening to music. Of me down collecting my son from school. I've got no makeup or anything on, so I'm a hot mess. But I take a video and my son takes a video of the road home from his school to my house because the trees just now are absolutely beautiful. I love the colour of the trees before they lose all their leaves because some of the leaves are bright red and some of them look are bright yellow, bright orange, you know. And as I said in the video, if you were to paint these trees and you were to use bright red and bright yellow, people be looking as if, you know, they're green, leaves are green, but in the autumn they're such beautiful colours. So we took a little video from my son's school here, and he was doing the camera work, and it's turned out fantastic. It's turned out really good, the video. So I think I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on my new phone. And Sophie, my mod, it was her that gave me the phone. So thank you, Sophie. I love it. Christina says, my cats are so bad. They literally chase each other. And the big one tries to eat the little fat one. Oh, but they love each other. I think you just mentioned your CAT. Your accent is thick sometimes. I'll need to slow down. I'll need to put my ASMR voice on because I do talk a lot faster. I do love it, Sophie. Oh, Sophie, is that your name? It is a brand new phone. It's wonderful. So I've got my box of hankies here. There's some ASMR for you. Because I got the flu jab. I got the flu jab on Tuesday. I'm starting to feel a little fluish. But it'll be a mild compared to if I did catch the full-blown flu. Lewis, the only thing I've been watching on Netflix recently is the Las Vegas jailhouse. I've been watching that. I love that. And it's the police officers in Las Vegas just booking people in. Not a film, but it's a program, but it's really good. I love it. We have summer and winter here in Arizona, no autumn. Oh, and Nita, I'd love to go to Arizona one day. I really would. I love anywhere in the USA, you know. Many times have I been, I think I've been to the USA 6 times now. And I'm always thinking about going back and where I would go. But safari, just looking at the safari thing I've put up, I've also Philly, oh wow, Christina. I know my accent really is quite thick and I try my hardest to talk slower, and even at that, some people just don't understand. Andre? Safari, I've been watching, there's a live stream that's on twice a day and it's Safari Live. And I've been watching that and I'm absolutely loving that just now. And it's from the Masai Mara Triangle in Kenya. And they also go to South Africa, I think it's called. And they go about with this, don't use that. They're sitting there on the window ledge, just hoping the CAT down from there, and they know that I'm live streaming and that I won't get up to come down. See if they won't listen. Listen to them, they've been bad. Now, come on, guys. Come on. No, not going. So I've been watching my Safari Live and I'm absolutely loving it. And I've always wanted to go on safari. You know that I love giraffes and things like that. And I've got a whole part of my living room's called Africa that I've got zebras and things. And I really would love to go. But the only thing that puts me off, there's a couple of things. One is the heat. I mean, it would be really, really warm. I need to watch, American Horror Story, Christina. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't know if our Netflix is different from the USA's Netflix. I think we might get different programs. Because I know that RuPaul's Drag Race, I love that, and we're way behind. So I'll take a wee drink, see my throat and everything. So I will, Christina, I'll check it out definitely. So they've been doing the safari. Poppy, see every time I go to talk. Come on now. Down from there. The no. I'm going to need to actually get up. Come on, guys. Lie down. No, they're not going to listen. So the safari, it's different safari guides, and they go in their jeeps and they take you round, and you never know what you're going to see because they can't predict. Cause it's out in the wild. It's not like captivity. You know, they're just lions and things like that just roam in the African plain, and it's amazing and it's exciting because you never know what they're going to see or what's going to happen next, and it's really, I absolutely love it. And last week it was so funny. They were driving along and they came to wild dogs, and these dogs are about the size of German shepherds, Alsatians, and they're very rare. They're very rare, these wild dogs, because a lot of farmers shoot them because they attack the livestock, etc. And it was so funny because they seemed to be in a kind of mating frenzy. They were all mating all over the place, and this live stream's going, and it was just absolutely hilarious. But Sophie, where's my moderator? For goodness sake, Sophie. Where did my moderator go to? There we go. This, I'm sure it's the same person that I had last week. I need a mod. I need a mod. Shannon, would you like to moderate for me just now? Well, my daughter's been AWOL. Or William, would you like to mod? Hi, Anita. Oh, it's the same person, I'm sure of it. Does anyone want to mod for me? Okay, William, I'm going to put you as moderator. There you go, you've got a range. Kick them out, William. Anita, it's the same person, I'm sure of it. And I don't know who it is, but I have noticed recently that on some of my videos, I've no sooner put the video up, but I've got thumbs down and things like that. You know, somebody's a hater, and it doesn't bother me. If they want to hate me, they can hate me. But this person comes in every week now. I think they're trying to ruin my live stream, and I'm really enjoying myself coming on a Saturday and talking to you. And this person's want to run me off, and they keep making up fake profiles. They'll be back on, William, with more stuff. I cut my live stream short because I didn't have a moderator, and they were coming on saying my daughters were on Pornhub and all sorts of things. And not for me, but I don't want you seeing people like that on the live stream. You know what I mean? I want this to be a happy little place. If they come back, just kick them out, William. And thank you very much for moderating for me, because my daughter don't know what she's doing. That's Poppy crying out, and the reason she's crying is because she wants out to the CAT. So anyway, I was talking about these wild dogs, and one of the safari guides said that they're so smelly, these wild dogs, that contact with them, your clothes actually smell. Even after 3 boil washes, you can still smell the smell of these wild dogs. They said they smell like between manure and dirt. And I was thinking, oh, because I've got quite a weak stomach. And I think if I was to go to Africa and we're trying to be quiet, any animals away, and I'm on the back of the Jeep, oh, like that, you know. Oh, thank you, William. Christina, they won't run me off anyway, but that's what they're trying to do. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to ruin it for me because I'm enjoying myself. I really do enjoy this. It's just like a way of sitting talking with friends as if he's were here in my living room with me. Poppy, come and lie down. She's went out to the CAT. She's not getting out. And she's not wanting to be nice to it. That's what's happening. So, and another thing that puts me off like safari is the flies. I mean, the lions are just sitting there, but this is without them feeding, and the whole side of the lion's face is just like black with flies. And the safari guides are slapping themselves in the face and everything like that with these flies. And when you're on safari in these jeeps, you've got to be very quiet. If there's a lion maybe prowling along, stalking its gazelle, you know, everybody's got to be quiet. And see if a wasp came near me, I'd be going, ah, ah, I'd be screaming. I would be screaming, ah, wasp, like that. The lions would be away, the gazelle would be off. The other tourists would be drawing me looks. I'd be banned from ever getting in the Jeep again. So I don't know if I'm maybe as well just being an armchair safarian. And the lions were feeding the other day, and it's so cute. There's this pride of lions, and they've got 9 little baby cubs, and they're just like little soft teddy bears. You know, they're so cute. And they were all they were all feeding round about. Well, they were kind of licking whatever it was, this kill. And the flies that were, it was just like a black mass of flies. And I'm bad. Look, there's my fly spotter. I'm bad enough with one fly or wasp. If it's a wasp, my adrenaline kicks in and I just start screaming. I don't mean it. I make a fool of myself in public. Oh, Christina, Halloween, I always try to watch something spooky. And I don't know if you've ever watched The Mist. Oh, that's what I watched last year. Stephen King. There we go. William, do your stuff. Throw the wrench. There's somebody trying to... Thank you, William. See, they'll go away and they'll make up another account to come back on. Doesn't bother me. I just hope it doesn't bother all you beautiful people. Because that's what, I mean, I'm from Glasgow. I've heard every kind of swear word, dirty phrase, everything underneath the sun. But I don't want my lovely subscribers that feel safe coming on my channel to be witness to arseholes, basically. The Mist, Christina. Do you know I might watch it tonight? Oh, I've got goosebumps because the end, and I'm not wanting to give it away, but everybody watch it to the end. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Goosebumps. Whoa. Halloween movie, Princess. Is that the one that's got the masks? I always remember the one that's got the masks and the masks flash and it goes 8 more days to Halloween, silver shamrock, good, and it flashes like this. That's the one that I remember. and then they put the mask on, and I think they turn into snakes, and I remember that. Ooh. But the mist was brilliant because it wasn't so much like gory, but it was a great ending. Stephen King, fantastic. Oh, Lilith, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and I'm glad that you find my videos relaxing. That means the world to me. So, Christina, another thing that I like to watch is Most Haunted. And I know that a lot of these things are kind of staged, but there was a band in the 80s called the Happy Mondays, and I loved them. And all of the band members were out their face on ecstasy and acid and all this kind of thing that was going about at the time. And they kind of, I'm not going to say melted their brain, but they'd done some brain damage to themselves. And now they're older, they can't talk properly, and they're a bit slow, and you can tell that all these drugs have done something to them. Well, Most Haunted done, I don't know if you can get it on YouTube, but it was a Halloween special, and it was Most Haunted with the Happy Mondays. And they take them to this haunted, I think it was like a chapel. Was it a chapel? No, it was a court. It was like a courtroom. It was like prison cells. And Happy Mondays were fantastic. I was a raver back then. So they go to this courtroom kind of thing, but there's also like a coffin sitting, and they dim the lights. And a vet who does the like seance kind of thing, she's saying, "Is there any spirits there? Is there any spirits trapped now?" And they're all out their face. The band members were all absolutely out their face, drunk and everything, and they were banging, and they were shaking the coffin. And the vet was going, "Stop being disrespectful to the dead." It was just, I was howling. Sophie, they'll be back. Williams jumped in as well. He's going to be a mod. It's the same person, Sophie, and they're trying to stop me from doing my live streams on a Saturday. That's what it is. I know what it is. They know what time I come on, and they'll be back with another fake account, and they'll be writing all this stuff. So I apologise to all my beautiful people if they see these horrible messages, but nothing I can do. Acid and drugs will do that. Yes, Christina. Tales from the Crypt. Sophie, my daughter, we loved Hocus Pocus. Do you remember Hocus Pocus? Sophie was absolutely terrified of the guy that comes out of the grave. They get this guy. Do you know? I only watched that. It's been so long, but they get this guy out of the grave, and he's like this. Sophie would run for her life. So, as a parent, and I know I'm bad, but I never hit my children. I never hit my kids. I didn't need to. I used other ways to thing. And with Sophie, if she was ever bad, I would say to her, "Oh, there's that guy for the grave. He's going to come and get you." She'd go, "No." I would say, "You be good then? Are you going to be good?" And she'd go, "Yes." And I'll say, "Right, okay then." Yes, it's the ex-boyfriend of the witch. Yes. Is that the one that what's the redheaded girl? What's her name again? Lindsay Lohan. Is that the one she was in? Halloween Town. I'm sure it is. Yes, Christina. But I used to, if my kids were frightened of something like that, then that would be like ammunition for them to behave themselves when they're taking a tantrum in the shops or anything like that. I would say, do you want me to phone him? No, mummy. Right, they'll be good. But I never hurt them. You know what I mean? You had to have some kind of ammunition. No, William, they will be back. It takes a while to make up another account, so I'll give it a couple of minutes and they'll be back. They'll be back to write it all again. Oh, we've seen it all before. But Halloween, I have actually taken a little video of my projector. I've got a projector over there and it's projecting onto the ceiling and it's ghosts. And I've got ghosts all going round like this on the ceiling. So I'm going to do another little video. I've got one going up on Wednesday, so I'll maybe put this one up on Friday. And I'll take you around the house and show you what I've done, because I've got lights and skulls. And in fact, hold on a second. I'll give you a sneak peek, right? I'll give you all a sneak peek. The projector's over there on top of that unit. And then on the ceiling, I've got ghosts. And I've got my guy over there. And I've got, I always say that's his wife up there, the one in the white. I hope I'm getting this good for you. And there I've got ghosts all round. And I'll show you my fireplace. You see on the top I've got a cauldron that's a mister. I hope I'm up too high. I don't know if I'm up too high. I've got a cauldron that's a mister, and the skull's also a mister. There I've got haunted house and I've got other things, skulls, and you know, I've got things. I've got my Halloween tree is over in the corner over there. So I've got I've got loads up, but I don't know if I'll need to wait a minute, it's lagging. When my kids were small, when my girls were small, oh no, Sophie. When my kids were small, you couldn't go out to the shops and buy things like this. So what I used to have my kids do was, round about this time, I'd say, let's make spooky pictures, and they would colour in. And also for the things that people write to me. Do you know I had the ironing guy back again? Off topic. I've got this guy that's got an ironing fetish. And he wants me to cook bacon and things on my iron, my clothes iron. He wants me to fry bacon and things like that on the iron. I think it's the same guy that sent me a message saying how he would love to be my ironing board and have some of the hot steamy iron. I'm telling you, you get all sorts. I've heard it all. That's right, Sophie. So I would get my kids to draw pictures of witches and moons and things like that. And we would make decorations. My house has always been decorated. And this was before, as I say, that you could go out and buy Halloween decorations. Because we used to make them. We used to make decorations. Fantastic fun. And, you know, I always said it was for the kids, but I think it was really for me because I'm a big kid. But that's what we used to do, and I used to hang all my kids' pictures on the door and things like that, you know. And sometimes the house would be an absolute mess, but I had happy, smiley faces on my kids, and that's what mattered. That's what mattered to me. And in a way, that's what I like about my channel. I like happy smiley faces and us all to be happy and love each other and get on. And we don't need arseholes like, what's his name, coming in and saying that kind of stuff to us. I know, and there's another guy, there's a few guys, will I say, on the ASMR community. And one of them is Turkey Tom, right? And we've got, what was that guy's name? Nail Polish John. Turkey Tom is very specific in what he wants you to do. And he sends it in a private message. And he wants you to tap and rub and blah, 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 and do these kind of videos. And then, can you make a turkey, a spit roast turkey, and butter 2 slices of brown bread and have them face up, put the turkey on them, and then put this sauce on them, and then do the. It's a weird thing. So we call him Turkey Tom because he goes about all the ASMR artists and asks them to do this. And also we've got the nail polish guy who has blocked me and who I've blocked. And the reason that I blocked him and the reason he's blocked me wasn't because of the stuff he was saying to me, because as I say, I can take it. I'm a big girl. But he preyed on the new girls. See the new girls that are just starting out ASMR. Some of them are like 16, 17, 18. Very young girls. And they're starting out. He would prey on them. And he had a black nail polish fetish. And first of all, he just says, can you wear black nail polish? Because he done it with me. And I was going, sure. You know, maybe that's what somebody's trigger is. They like the colour of the black nail polish, whatever. But then it got, could you do black nail polish and rub? And, you know, it went on and progressed until you thought, hold on, this isn't right. This is a bit weird. So we know what his game is. And there was this Kelly Bailey. If you've not seen her, she's a beautiful girl. And she's from Florida. I think she's 20 years old. And she does fantastic videos. She's very talented and very unique. And I love her channel. And I had been on her channel one day and noticed him starting with his, oh, hi, Vicky, there's my beautiful cousin. And I had noticed that he'd started talking to her on her channel and saying, can you wear black nail polish? And she was like, sure. So I sent her a private message saying, watch this guy. This guy's not what you think, you know, this isn't innocent, this, you know, he's a predator kind of thing. So then I started talking to him and says to him, why don't you do one? And why don't you do one? And I don't know, is that a troll or not? I don't know. Could be a troll. And so he started being mouthy back to me. So I started being a bit mouthy back to him. So then he called me the C word. And then I thought, gloves are off. And I just let it rip. I let it rip. And I called him every name under the sun and told him exactly what he was. And he was pond scum and blah, 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 and blah. And the only thing I regret was it was on this beautiful young girl's page that didn't need to see us, but I had to let this guy know we were all onto him as the ASMR community. We all were onto him, and we were going to alert every new girl then to watch out for this guy, because that freaked me out, because she was younger than my daughters, you know, and my daughters are my babies, you know what I mean? And even if someone was talking to Sophie like that, and Sophie's going to be 25 soon, I'd be like, hey, you. So he got blocked, and he blocked me. He called me a bad woman and all the rest of it. But that was nothing compared to what I called him. I called him, as I say, the gloves were off. So he got it. And in fact, my pal Scott, I love Scott, and I talk to him all the time. Bleeding Doctor, love his channel, and he had wrote me a private message saying, "I have never known you to talk like that." And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I must apologise. I don't normally talk like that, but it really got to me." And he went, "Can you be my mum?" I said, "Of course, son." And he said, "Mum, can I wear black nail polish?" And I said, "No, you cannot." Christina, yes. And as for instance, I tell you this story. I was getting a gas inspection the other day. Hold on. I was getting a gas inspection the other day. And they come out and they check them, and they go outside and they check things, and they've got the hot water tap going, and they're out of the gas box and stuff. So it was a young boy, probably about the age of my Sophie, about 24, 25, this boy was. So he said to me, "Have you got ladders?" He said, "So I can look up the loft." I said, "Yes." So I brought the ladders out, and we puts the ladders up. So he starts going up, and the ladders are shaking like that. And I was standing back, and I'm watching him go up, and he's shaking like that. And I went, "Oh my God, son." I says, "Look," I says, "my heart's in my mouth. I'm going to need to hold the ladders for you." And he's going, "It's not my first time." I says, "Look, son, I can't stand by and watch as the ladders are doing it." So I actually held the ladders for him. He must have been thinking, "She's crazy." He went up and he was checking a pipe up in the loft, and then he came down and he said, "Everything's fine." And I'm still holding on to ladders, and I'm going, "Right, okay." I said, "Sorry about that." I said, "I just couldn't watch you going up the ladders without me holding." And I thought, there was my mum and motherly instinct again. I couldn't watch him going up these ladders. A complete stranger. Yes, Sophie, you're my baby. I know. Sophie was sick and I got her dad to go home to her. Oh, they're just your babies. They'll always be like that. And my son, he's going to be 16 soon. So he's like a big man, And I'm glad in a way because I'm so proud of the young man that he has become. He's so focused and he's doing well in his schoolwork and he's kind and he loves animals and everything like that. And I'm so proud of him. But then again, my heart's breaking because where's my wee boy with the blonde hair? Do you know what I remember when I think back on one of my fondest moments? He must have been about 3 or 4 years old. Sophie will remember this. 4 years old, and it was Easter time, and they had the headbands that had the Easter bunny ears, and we got him a pair of these purple Easter bunny ears, and we put them on him, and we were clapping at him, going like a pony, because I used to sing that to my other daughter, and he was pouncing about like this, with his hands like this. He's and I always think about that. He was so cute. Role plays, William, I sure will. I've seen, so do you know what I was going to do? And you're always frightened to say new ideas in case someone snatches it and rushes and makes a video. But this is my idea just now, okay? Is thinking about putting my green screen on and having like a volcano behind me. I've got this head lamp, like a torch, and what I'm going to do is pretend that we're going down the volcano and we're going to be testing out some of the rocks and things like that. And I'm going to like pick at the camera as if I'm cleaning rocks that we've found in the volcano, and I'll do my research and have a look at what kind of rocks that can form and talk about that kind of thing. You know, and do some brushing, maybe brush some of the rocks well as a volcano. So what do you think? Do you think that, you know, I'm always trying to think of new things that I've never seen. I've never seen that, so maybe someone has, but seen it. I've never seen a volcano one, you know, that you're analysing rocks and things like that. Yeah, and you know, I've got like a wee pick that you use for your teeth. I could use that on the microphone, and it can be like picking at the rock, and that's a bit stubborn, that one, and using a brush and that kind of thing, and have a nice background. So I was thinking about that. And I can have the crackling lava sound because I've got one of those wick candles, and you know that would just, in the background, that would be like a cool sound, I think. Oh, thank you, Vicky. You know, you lie in bed at night and you think about, and sometimes ideas come to you in the strangest places. You just think of strange things, or you're watching the telly and just an idea will pop into your head. So I think I'm going to try something like that. Okay, Sophie, I'm going to be wrapping it up soon anyway. Oh, I've not talked about R.I.P. Ghds. My GHDs are dying. My hair straighteners. He dressed the dogs like dinosaurs, Christina. Do you know what I've always wanted to do is wrap them like half in green and have them moving across the green screen like this, and it would just be like their head. And me and my friend Visual Sounds, if you haven't checked her channel out, she's just hit 100,000 subscribers. She's wonderful, and she's a really good friend of mine, and she's helped me a lot with setting up equipment and that kind of thing. And her videos are awesome, as I say. And I was laughing with her and said I could wrap Mr. Mike and Poppy in green and just have them moving across the green screen, and it would just be their head, and we could have dogs in space. Oh. I'll need to do that one day, Christina. Just have them, because I've got extra material, wrap their bodies up in the green and just have them like this. Have them flying through space. You could have them anywhere you wanted. I love my fur babies. They are naughty though at times, especially if there's CATs in the garden. So my GHTs, my hair straighteners, I've had them for like, never think it, I've probably had them about 8 years or something. When I plug them in now, the light's flickering on and off, flickering on and off. It's just about to cut out. I'm like, no, because they're too expensive. I'm going to need to though. I'm going to need to invest. I'm going to be going off anyway. Lovely Vicky. That's my cousin. If you haven't checked her channel out, please check her out. Ray's Girl 26. I keep saying Ray's Girl 37. I don't know why 37's in my head. But thank you all, everyone, for joining me and spending time. And I will keep doing my Saturday live streams. It doesn't matter if someone comes on and trolls me, or it doesn't matter if they come on and put thumbs down on my videos. I don't care. They're not going to run me off. I enjoy doing this. I love spending time with all of you, and I'll continue doing it. So you're the same, Christina. I really grudge having to buy a new pair, you know, because I kind of mess about with it until the light stays on, and then I quickly do my hair like that. Oh, my sweet cousin, you know I love you, don't you? I do. So anyway, I'm going to go now, and thank you. Where's William? Thank you, William, for moderating for me, and thank you to my Sophie for moderating, and thank you to all of you for popping in, spending time. And if you're watching it on repeat, thank you for watching my videos and liking, subscribing. I love you all, and I send you all my love and all my hugs, and I'll see you again next Saturday. Bye, everyone.